This video is about solving trig equations with double angles. This is the formula given by IB exam. So for 1a, show that 4 minus cosine 2 theta plus 5 theta equals this. According to the formula cosine 2 theta, you have 3 forms. Which formula you go to choose depends on the right side. Only sine theta left. That's why you're using the last one. So we have 4 minus cosine 2 theta plus 5 sine theta equals 4 minus. Don't forget the parentheses here. 1 minus 2 sine square theta, then plus 5 sine theta equals distributive property 4 minus 1 plus 2 sine square theta plus 5 sine theta equals 2 sine square theta plus 5 sine theta plus 3. Remember the last form, you have to be the same as this. This is for show that. Now for 1b, solve the equation this equals 0 for theta is between 0 to 2 pi. Since we already know 4 minus cosine 2 theta plus 5 theta equals this, so we turn into 2 sine square theta plus 5 sine theta plus 3 equals to 0. You will change left side into this. Since this is a quadratic pattern equation, so we do ninja x. We have 6, here's 5 over 2 over 2. For 6, I can do 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Reduce 1, 1. Then for the variable will be sine theta, sine theta. Bottom up, you can get the sine theta plus 1 times 2 sine theta plus 3 equals to 0. Therefore, you will have sine theta plus 1 equal to 0. Or you have 2 sine theta plus 3 equals to 0. We got to solve these two linear pattern equations. So we have sine theta equals -1. When you're looking for sine theta equals 0, 1 or -1, same as cosine theta. When tangent theta equals 0, the angle will be quadrantal angles, which means the angles on the x and y axis. So you go to remember this way. Here's 0 to pi, pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2. The coordinate for the unit circle will be 1, 0, 0, -1, 0, 0, 0, 1, undefined, 0, -1, undefined, CST. Therefore, for sine 3 pi over 2, this is CST, equals -1. Theta equals 3 pi over 2. For this equation, you will get the sine theta equals negative 3 over 2. Since for sine range, it has to be between negative 1 to 1. Therefore, here is a no solution. So the final solution will be 3 pi over 2. When theta is between 0 to 2 pi. When you solve trig equations, pay more attention to the domain. Let's go to second question. Solve cosine 2x minus 3 cosine x minus 3 minus cosine square x equals sine square x for x is between 0 to 2 pi. First of all, from cosine square theta plus sine square theta equals 1, you will get two forms. Cosine square theta equals 1 minus sine square theta. Sine square theta equals 1 minus cosine square theta. When you solve this trig equation, make sure you have the same angle. And the same trig. For the angle part, I have 2x. You have to change into either cosine square x or sine square x. For this cosine x, there's no way for you to change into sine x. Therefore, you have to change this equation into cosine x. The same angle means you have to change into x, not 2x. Therefore, you have to use this formula and this formula to change sine square theta and cosine 2 theta into cosine square theta. So you will get 2 cosine square x minus 1 minus 3 cosine x minus 3 minus cosine square x equals 1 minus cosine square x, because you change sine square x into this. Or you can move cosine square x to the right side. You will get the sine square x plus cosine square x equals 1. You can do that too. So let me combine like terms. These two, you will get the cosine square x minus 3 cosine x. These two minus 4 equals 1 minus cosine square x. You know this is a quadratic pattern equation, so move everything to the left side. Get equal 0. You will get the cosine square x plus cosine square x minus 3 cosine x minus 4 minus 1 equals to 0. Combine like terms, 2 cosine square x minus 3 cosine x minus 5 equals to 0. So we do linear x, you will get negative 10. Negative 3 over 2 over 2. Negative 10, you will get the 2 times the negative 5. Negative 3 go to bottom. So negative 10, I will get the factor 1 times negative 10. Adding, try to get negative 3. So 2 times negative 5. Adding is negative 3. So we got 2 negative 5. Reduce. You will get the 1, 1. So you will have a cosine x, cosine x. Then bottom up, you will get cosine x plus 1 times 2 cosine x minus 5 equals to 0. So you have cosine x plus 1 equals to 0, or 2 cosine x minus 5 equals to 0. Here you will get the cosine x equals to -1. Cosine x equals 5 over 2. This is no solution because for cosine x has to be between -1 to 1. For cosine x equals to -1, you will get the x equals pi. Because this x must be quadrantal angle, when x equals to pi, coordinates will be -1, 0, 0, CST, cosine, sine, tangent. Therefore, x equals to pi. Domain is between 0 to 2 pi. Therefore, this is the solution.